Most people assume blurry vision after 60 is simply the price of aging, something to manage with stronger glasses and move on from. You squint at menus, headlights scatter at night, you wake up with eyes that need 20 minutes to clear, and your doctor says everything looks fine. But here's what Dr. William Lee has watched happen across 2 decades of research. The real damage is not the blurriness you notice. It is the process unfolding inside your retina while you sleep, silently, nightly, without warning. The National Eye Institute has documented that vision loss in older Americans is accelerating faster than at any previous point in recorded history. Research published in JAMA Ophthalmology confirmed what scientists had been observing for years. Age-related retinal decline often begins with oxidative stress and chronic low-grade inflammation that progresses silently for years before appearing on any standard examination. Most conventional solutions deal with symptoms, stronger lenses, eye drops, while the underlying cellular damage continues unchecked. What the more recent research is revealing is genuinely exciting. Specific nutrients found in everyday fruits, compounds that aging eyes are literally depleted of, can support the regeneration of photoreceptor cells, improve oxygen delivery to the retina, and in some studies, slow the progression of macular degeneration. Eaten at the right time and in the right way, these fruits may support clearer vision naturally while you sleep. My name is Dr. William Lee. I have spent over 25 years in medical research focused on how food interacts with disease at the cellular level. Today, I am walking you through 7 fruits that research suggests can support overnight eye repair, and exactly how to use them. Everything here is educational and not a substitute for professional eye care. If you are experiencing vision changes, please see a licensed eye professional first. Now counting down from 7. Number 7, kiwi. The retina is the light-sensitive tissue lining the back of your eye. It captures incoming light and converts it into signals your brain can read. After 60, it becomes increasingly vulnerable to oxidative damage. Night glare, slow-clearing morning blurriness, difficulty with fine print. Kiwi addresses this through lutein and zeaxanthin, natural internal optical filters that sit within the retinal layers, absorbing damaging blue light and providing antioxidant defense during the overnight repair window. Kiwi also contains naturally occurring serotonin, which supports deeper sleep, and deep sleep is precisely when the eye does its most critical repair. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that older adults who ate 2 golden kiwis daily showed measurable improvements in visual sharpness alongside reduced morning dryness. How to use it. 2 golden kiwis about an hour before bed. When scooping the fruit, leave the thin inner layer just beneath the skin. It contains concentrated caffeic acid, a potent antioxidant most people discard without realizing it. Number 6, watermelon. If you regularly wake up with blurry vision that takes an hour or more to resolve, retinal blood flow is likely part of the problem. Watermelon is over 90% water, but its eye benefit goes deeper. It is one of the richest dietary sources of lycopene, a carotenoid antioxidant linked in observational studies to reduced oxidative damage in retinal cells and protective effects against cataracts and macular degeneration. Certain compounds in watermelon also support nitric oxide production and peripheral blood flow, potentially improving oxygen delivery to the retina during sleep. How to use it. 1 to 2 cups of seedless watermelon about 30 minutes before bed. Skip added salt. The Glaucoma Research Foundation identifies elevated sodium as a contributor to increased intraocular pressure. Pro tip. The white rind contains citrulline, an amino acid supporting healthy blood vessel function. Blend it into a smoothie rather than discarding it. Number 5, black currants. Small and deep purple, these berries are easy to overlook, but their clinical profile for nighttime eye repair is compelling. They address retinal microinflammation and reduced blood flow to the optic nerve, processes that blur vision, create halos around nightlights, and cause progressive eye strain that stronger lenses cannot resolve. Black currants are exceptionally rich in anthocyanins, which calm inflammation, support blood vessel dilation, and help restore rhodopsin, the visual pigment governing dark adaptation. A randomized placebo-controlled trial found that 50 milligrams of blackcurrant anthocyanins daily over 24 months significantly improved optic nerve blood flow and meaningfully slowed visual field loss compared to placebo. Fresh black currants are hard to find in most stores. Look for a standardized extract around 50 milligrams taken in the evening, paired with healthy fat and a source of vitamin C for optimal absorption. Number 4. Blueberries. Most people eat them in a way that cancels much of their eye benefit, and Dr. Willam Lee will explain exactly why. The key compound for eye health is pterostilbene, related to resveratrol but far more bioavailable. Research suggests it can cross the blood-retinal barrier and act directly on DNA damage in light-sensitive photoreceptor cells, a meaningful distinction from antioxidants that never reach the tissue that needs them. A study in nutritional neuroscience found that older adults who consumed wild blueberries daily for 12 weeks showed notable improvements in visual acuity and significantly less eye strain in low light. Critical detail: large cultivated supermarket blueberries carry measurably lower antioxidant density than wild blueberries, the small, dark ones typically in the frozen section, which contain nearly double the active compounds. How to use them correctly. A third of a cup of wild blueberries 45 minutes before bed. Do not combine with dairy. Milk proteins bind to anthocyanins and block gut absorption. Instead, lightly freeze, then thaw your blueberries first. This breaks down cell walls and meaningfully increases bioavailability. Number 3. Red dragon fruit. Specifically, red-fleshed. White varieties do not carry the same compounds. The problem it addresses is retinal hypoxia, insufficient oxygen reaching the retina during sleep. When this happens, you wake up with heavy, fatigued eyes, regardless of how many hours you slept. Colors look flatter, peripheral vision blurs. Red dragon fruit is rich in betalains, antioxidants that research shows support nitric oxide production in blood vessels, relaxing and widening capillaries, including the fine ones supplying the retina. A study in Frontiers in Aging Biology found that participants consuming red dragon fruit extract for 6 weeks showed meaningful improvements in ocular circulation, contrast sensitivity, and visual field depth. How to use it. Half a red-fleshed dragon fruit about an hour before bed. Chew the black seeds rather than swallowing them whole. They contain omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, with documented roles in retinal nerve health, and swallowed whole, nearly all that benefit is lost. Number 2. Goji berries. Used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years for eye health, and clinical evidence is now aligning with that long-standing reputation. The target is macular thinning, the gradual oxidative degradation of the macula, the central retinal zone responsible for sharp vision used in reading, recognizing faces, and seeing color. This is the foundational process behind age-related macular degeneration. Goji berries are among the highest natural dietary sources of zeaxanthin on Earth. While lutein protects the broader retina, zeaxanthin concentrates specifically in the macula, your center of vision. A study in Nutrients followed adults aged 60 to 80 who ate dried goji berries 5 days per week for 90 days. Results showed significant increases in macular pigment optical density, a direct measure of macular protection, and no participant showed progression of macular degeneration during the trial. How to use them. Soak 2 tablespoons in warm water for 10 minutes, then eat about 30 minutes before bed. Pro tip: pair them with a small square of dark chocolate, at least 85% cacao. Cocoa flavonoids have been shown to enhance zeaxanthin absorption. Number 1. Papaya. It may already be on your counter. It is not expensive or exotic. But eaten correctly, papaya targets one of the most destructive and least discussed processes behind blurry vision and early cataract formation: glycation. This is the process by which excess blood glucose binds to proteins in eye tissue, forming advanced glycation end products that progressively cloud the lens and degrade retinal function, happening silently in most people over 60. Papaya contains papain, a naturally occurring enzyme with anti-inflammatory and protein-modifying properties. It also delivers a concentrated combination of vitamins A, C, and E, alongside folate. Nutrients research consistently links to tear film stability, retinal protection, and reduced oxidative stress in the eye. A study in clinical gerontology found that older adults who consumed papaya in the evening showed lower glycation markers in follow-up testing, alongside stronger tear production and measurable improvements in contrast vision within 6 weeks. How to use it. 1 cup of ripe papaya cubes about an hour before bed. Room temperature matters. Take it out of the refrigerator 30 to 60 minutes before eating, because cold suppresses papain activity. Do not pair with dairy. Pro tip: squeeze fresh lime juice over it. The vitamin C significantly boosts vitamin A absorption, and it tastes considerably better. 5 rules that determine whether any of this works as the research suggests. First, keep 60 to 90 minutes between dairy and your evening fruit. High-calcium foods can reduce lutein and zeaxanthin absorption by up to 30%. Second, add a small amount of healthy fat alongside your fruit. Most key compounds are fat-soluble, and a few walnuts or a teaspoon of flaxseed oil can boost absorption by more than 50%. Third, rinse fruit gently under cool water. Aggressive scrubbing removes surface antioxidants concentrated near the skin. Fourth, let fruit come to room temperature before eating. Refrigeration suppresses enzyme activity, particularly in papaya. Fifth, and most important, eat your fruit 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. Too early and the compounds clear before the primary repair window. Too late and active digestion disrupts the deep sleep your eyes require. Blurry vision after 60 is not inevitable. It is often the result of specific, addressable processes: oxidative stress, inflammation, reduced circulation, and glycation. Reading without squinting. Driving at night without anxiety. Waking up and seeing clearly. Looking at the people you love and seeing every detail. That is what this is really about. Not just vision, but independence and quality of life. Dr. William Lee wants to hear from you. If your vision became noticeably clearer tomorrow morning, what is the first thing you would want to see? Leave it in the comments. He reads every one. If this was helpful, please subscribe and share it with someone over 60 in your life. You may genuinely make a difference for them. Take care of your eyes. They are irreplaceable.